want to take you on a walkthrough of Practice Note, the practice notebook for musicians. I will go through each page and talk you through it. If you're looking for a quick flip through video of Practice Note, check out this video instead. Now, let's get started. So here is the cover. Let me walk you through the specs really quick. Here is a wire binding, which makes it very durable. It also has a hardcover with spot gloss UV. Look at that shine. I love that so much. And then it has a ribbon bookmark so that you can mark what week you are currently on. And then it also has an elastic strap that goes across the cover. You can see it in pictures. I already took it off, which makes it easier on me to do this video. Let's open it up. So right here, you will put all your contact information just in case you misplace it. There is a little picture of me when I was 5 years old. This is a little bit about me, and this is why I made practice notes. And then we have 20 pages of practice tips. So the first one is how to use practice notes. Different ways you can use it with your ensemble, on your own, or on this front page. Let me go back. You can also use it with your private lessons teacher. Then we have practice gear essentials, so it talks about things like music stands, pencils, a bunch of other things, how to prevent injury, which is very important, dealing with rejection or failure. Spoiler alert, there is no such thing as failure, but I go into that in this section. Tips on how to practice. These are tips that I have found with my own practicing over the last almost 30 years. That's wild. Then we have how to structure your practice sessions. And then this section is showing you how to fill out practice note. We will see the actual practice pages in just a second, but I filled it out here and told you, okay, put this here, number 2, put this here, and it just kind of goes through everything. So this is another one of this page, and then this is for the right page, just walking you through that whole thing. How to set goals. It's really important to set achievable goals. A lot of times people set goals that just honestly are not achievable whatsoever, and then they get very discouraged. So I talk you through that in that section. So here we have long-term goals. This is 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and 6 years. And then we go and check out what we are currently doing, how we are currently feeling, see where we're starting out. So it says, before we begin, what are my strengths? What do I want to improve on? What are my short-term goals for the next 4 weeks? So this will be similar to the recaps every single month. So this is the first practice page. So on this page, we have weeks starting. So then you can write that in here, days of the week. So if you're starting on Monday, you'd put this here. If you're doing Wednesday, you put this here. We have space for our warm-up, scales or etudes, 2 boxes for repertoire. This one you can fill out to whatever it might be that you want to include, possibly sight reading, maybe it's duets, maybe it's music theory. You can put whatever that is in this box. Then there is a check mark for, did I practice something fun? And then you can also list your total time practiced each day. Now on the right side, we have a space for notes, a space for questions, our weekly goals, and then how am I feeling? I thought this was a fun way of capturing how you're feeling. This might be just, how is your week going? It could be how you're feeling about your practicing. Sometimes it's more about, I was so busy this week, I didn't have that much time to practice, so I'm frustrated. Whatever it may be, you can fill in the face here and then list how you are feeling. And then there is some blank staff paper if you want to write any excerpts, or maybe if your instrument has fingerings, you could write that in there as well. There are 4 weeks with this color, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we have a recap at the end of the month. Same thing as before. What do I feel like I did well? What do I want to improve on? What are my goals for the next 4 weeks? And we have a fun little quote on every single one of these. And then we switch to blue. So every single month it rotates colors. So then we have 4 of these. Okay, and then we have our monthly recap. And then the third color that we switch between is this color here. And again, 4 weeks with this color and our recap. And then it switches back to the purple. So that's the bulk of the book. This is the area that you're going to be using the most. There are 52 weeks of this, so 1 calendar year. You can use this for an entire year. Okay, so let's skip to the back. Of course, we have our ribbon. So let's say this is the week you're working on. You can put the ribbon there, close it, and you can easily find what week it is that you're currently on. Let's skip to the back now. Okay, a little bit further. Okay, almost went too far. So we have our goals in review. So this is looking back at the entire year once you're at this point. So what goals have I accomplished that I set at the beginning of this year? What goals do I still want to continue working on? Have I developed new or different interests in the last year? And finally, what are some new goals that I have for the coming year? And then we get into trackers. So there are 3 different trackers that you can document throughout the year. This is really helpful for resumes or bios, or if, let's say, you have a competition or something that you have to list different things that you've been doing, put them in here throughout the year. It's so easy to forget what it is that you've worked on throughout the year, and then you're filling out a resume or something like that, and you just can't think of what it was that you did. So this is a great place to list everything. So we have a place for our repertoire list, performances, as well as achievements. Okay, and then we have some note paper that you can make notes throughout the year. And then we also have blank staff paper, if there is anything you want to note there. And then at the very back, we have a coupon for your next practice note. And that is the back of the book. Of course, with our elastic band, I'll show you how to put it on now. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and check out this playlist right here for more videos about Practice Note. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below, and you can get your copy of Practice Note at thepracticenote.com. Make sure that you're following Practice Note on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for practice tips, new product releases, as well as discounts.